Hi, Sherry. How's it going? Can you hear me? I can't hear you. Oh, I just had my volume turned down. Hi, how's it going?
Good. So if I need to get out of class, they're plowing my driveway, so I might have to answer my phone. But
Oh,
other than
okay.
that,
All right,
okay.
cool. All right, yeah. I'm gonna try to keep my dog and my kids quiet. But if you end up wanting to quit class because they're so noisy or irritating to you, I won't blame you, okay?
Wow. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Am I the only person today?
Yeah, it's just you and me, so.
Well,
Right.
well, I mean, if you don't want to teach, I'm fine. What do you? Are you busy?
I want to teach. I'm not feeling super great right now. Like I'm feeling kind of like run down or whatever.
Right.
But I don't know. Why don't we just do like a 45-minute practice? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We'll
Something to help you get better. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, totally. But without like, exhausting me. Okay, cool. All right. So we'll get into it.
Okay.
So just beginning, finding your sits bones, rooting into the earth.
Okay.
Lifting and lengthening through the crown of the head, elongating all the muscles along the vertebrae. And then just soften the shoulders away from the ears, let the elbows straight by the sides of the body, the palms rest on the thighs, face down for a more grounding mudra. You can flip them face up for a more receptive mudra, asking yourself what you want from your practice. And then just beginning to drop into the breath here, so noticing the temperature and the quality of the inhalation. Noticing any shift or change in the temperature or the quality of the exhalation. Without trying to fix or control the breath in any way, it's perfect just as it is, just allowing the body to be breathed by the breath here. Softening into the stillness. So maybe bringing your attention to the tip of the nostrils where the breath first meets the body and noticing the sensation of the breath as you draw it in the nose here. As it lifts the chest and expands the belly. And then as the belly deflates, the chest descends, the breath leaves the nostrils from where it entered, just tracing the path of the breath through the body here. Conscious observer of the breath. Soften the space behind the eyes. Unhinge the jaw, let the tongue be loose in the mouth and the teeth part slightly. Allow the lips to close softly over them. And unfurling any lines that might form in the brow areas, just softening the space of the third eye. Letting the space between the eyebrows broaden here. And on your next exhale, bring our hands to heart center in prayer, plugging our thumbs into our sternum, lifting our sternum into our thumbs. We'll bow our rational mind towards our loving, compassionate heart. Thanking ourselves for coming to our mats, for taking care of ourselves. Perhaps setting an intention for our practice right here and now, repeating an intention to ourselves 3 times in the present tense as if it's already happening. And pausing here for a moment of gratitude, reflection, or prayer. And then on your next exhale, we'll return the palms to the thighs. We'll lift the chin, lengthen through the crown of the head. Begin to cultivate our Ujjayi pranayama right here. So this is our victorious yogic breath. Comes in through the nose and out through the nose at a nice even pace. Maybe inhaling to a count of 4. And exhaling to a count of 4. Creating that slight constriction in the back of the throat to make the breath audible. Like an ocean wave, and maybe creating the sensation of fogging up a mirror with the lips closed. Grounding ourselves in this audible Ujjayi pranayama before moving into our asana practice. Knowing the breath is there for us to return to over and over again as the mind tries to take us away from the present moment. And on our next exhale, we'll drop the chin to the chest. We'll inhale, fill with breath, and then exhale the right ear to the right shoulder. And then inhale the chin to the chest and exhale the left ear to the left shoulder. Inhale the chin back to the chest and exhale right ear, right shoulder. Inhale the chin back to the chest, exhale left ear, left shoulder. So continue moving right here, this range of motion, or if it feels good for you, you can take the head all the way back and around, drawing a great big circle of space with your nose in one direction. Before returning the chin to the chest, taking it back in the opposite direction. Pausing any place there's tension or tightness. Drawing the breath to those places. Let's take one more circle in each direction or rotation side to side. And when the chin returns to the chest again, we'll pause here. Draw the breath up behind the eyes, and on an exhale, we'll allow the eyes to flutter open softly, letting the light meet the eyes, soften the like without reaching or grasping to see anything. And then we'll inhale our gaze into the space. So we're going to begin here by plugging our first three fingers into the earth, finding Ganesh Mudra, lifting through the crown of the head, draw the navel in. And then we'll inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, find a twist to the right, so the left hand comes to the outside of the right thigh, the right fingertips with the palm come nice and close to the sacrum. Soften the shoulders, draw the navel to the spine, lift through the heart, lengthen through the crown of the head. We'll just be here for 3 cycles of breath. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. And then on your next inhale, we'll sweep the arms up through center. And then we'll exhale the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, fill with breath, and exhale, twist it to the left. Right hand comes to the outside of the left thigh. The left fingertips to the palm, come nice and close to the sacrum. Draw the shoulders back. Hug the shoulder blades together on the back body as you soften the shoulders away from the ears. Draw the navel up and in, twisting from the core. 3 more cycles of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, we'll sweep the arms up through center. We're going to exhale the fingertips down to the earth. And then we're going to sweep the arms up through center once more. Exhale, float the fingertips towards the earth. Lift up and lengthen to the side body. Exhale, float the fingertips down towards the earth. Lift and lengthen, side body gets long. And then exhale, float the fingertips down towards the earth. On your next exhale, we'll plant the right palm next to the right thigh. And then we'll reach up and over with the left arm. Continue anchoring the left hip towards the earth. That left sits bone roots down. The left fingertips reach across the body as the shoulder draws onto the back. The heart spirals open, the gaze lifts towards the sky. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. And then on your next inhale, we'll lift up nice and tall through center. Exhale the left hand down next to the left hip. Press into the left palm. Anchor the right sits bone down. Reach it up and over with the right arm. Soften the right shoulder onto the back thigh. Gaze comes up under the right arm. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. And then we'll inhale all the fingertips up to the sky. We'll exhale the hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Press the palms together. Shoulder blades kiss on the back body. Lengthen the fist back and away. Lift the heart. Inhale, fill with breath. And then on your exhale, we'll fold forward over the thighs, walking the fingertips forward. Reaching the sits bones back long into the earth behind you, drawing the navel to the spine, folding over the hip creases, releasing the heart space down, softening the head and the neck towards the earth. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale and exhale. And on your next inhale, we'll lift the gaze, we'll roll over the ankles or swing the legs around behind us, setting up in a tabletop position. So setting up with the wrists beneath the shoulders, the knees beneath the hips, the crown of the head lengthens forward, the tailbone lengthens back. Inhale, fill with breath, and then exhale, tuck the hips under, navel draws to spine, shoulder blades wide apart, head and neck release. And then inhale, lift the hips, the belly drops, heart slides forward, shoulders draw back, gaze comes up. Continue moving with your breath here. The exhales, tuck the hips under, navel draws to spine. Shoulder blades slide apart as the head and the neck release. And then the inhales have the hips lifting, the belly dropping, heart sliding forward, the shoulders drawing back, the gaze coming up. Glossing the spine here. Moving one vertebrae at a time. The hips initiate the movement, so the hips are the first thing that moves as you move from your cat into your dog tilt. First thing that moves as you move from your dog into your cat. Letting the head of the neck trail behind. As an afterthought. I'll just move through 3 more cycles right here. Exhale, navel draws to spine. Inhale, ripple forward. Last 2. Last 1. Last time, ripple forward, finding that dog tilt. And then we'll return to a nice flat back, a nice neutral spine. We're going to step the hands, a full handprint in front of us. And then shift the shoulders over the wrists. And then take it back for a hip circle to the right. Inhale up the left side. And then pause at the top, taking it back to the left. Sweeping the hips up to the right. Take it back to the right. Sweep it up on the left side. Take it back to the left. Sweep the hips around up the right side. Drawing great big, beautiful circles in space with your hips here. Make your circles a little bigger. Really feel that outer hip stretch as you press the hips out to the side. Really feel that low back stretch as you press the hips back as if to come to child's pose as you extend the arms. Stay with it. 2 more circles around. Last time. With the shoulders arrive over the wrists again, we'll press the seat back to stack over the hips. We'll walk the fingertips out nice and wide towards the corners of the mat and then drop the forehead to the earth. Melting the heart space towards the mat, releasing the armpits. Pressing into the blending between the thumb and the first finger, all the knuckles and the finger pads of the hands. Draw the shoulder blades back onto the back thigh. Lengthen the tailbone back, draw the navel in. 1 more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. And then on your next inhale, we'll walk the hands back in. Bring the big toes to touch. We're going to press it back for a breath and bow. Last in the child's pose. So releasing the chest onto the thighs. Bringing the forehead to the earth. Keep the arms extended forward with the shoulders are feeling okay. Drape the arms by the sides of the body. The shoulders are feeling cranky. And on your next inhale, we'll lift the gaze and walk the hands over to the right side of the mat. Anchoring into that left palm to root the left sits bone down, creating space with the left side body here. Bringing the forehead to the earth or to a block. Lengthening from the left hips to the left fingertips. And soften that left shoulder down to the right. Lengthen. And soften. Lengthen. And soften. And we'll lift up nice and tall. We'll walk the hands through center, and then we'll take them over to the left side. Pressing into the right palm to anchor the right sits bone back and down, creating space with the right side body here. Bringing our forehead to the earth or to a block. Lengthening into that right hip. Lengthen that right hip back and keep the press into the right palm. Creating space along the right side body here. Just one more cycle of breath. Take a half. And exhale. And we'll inhale, lift the gaze, and walk the hands through center. And then we're going to bring the hands to prayer over top of the crown of our head. Walk our elbows in nice and close to our ears, and then bring the thumbs back towards the nape of the neck. Feeling this beautiful tricep stretch here. Hugging the elbows in towards the ears. Lengthening the triceps away from the body. Press the thumbs towards the nape of the neck. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fill with breath. And exhale, release the hands. We're going to lift the seat, walk the hands back in, finding our tabletop. We're going to step the left foot a little closer to the right. We're going to lengthen the right leg back into space behind us. Square the toes, square the hips to face the earth. Lengthen back through the right foot. And then maybe flower that left arm open. Lengthening the left fingertips forward, the right heel back. Low belly draws in, tailbone lengthens back, crown of the head lengthens forward. Just one more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale, place the left hand down, bend the right knee. Finding little pulses up at the right foot. Square the hips, low belly draws in. As if you want to imprint your right footprint on the ceiling. Little pulses. 8 more. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the lift. Take the knee out to the side. Fire hydrant pose. Inhale, fill with breath, and then exhale the right knee to the left elbow, up to the left wrist. Sweep it up and out. Great big figure 8 in space with the knee. And then take it to the left wrist. Tiny circle here. Sweep the knee up and out into space. Tiny circle to the left wrist. Sweep the knee up and out. Tiny circle. Sweep the knee up and out. Last one, tiny circle. Sweep the knee up and out. We're going to lengthen back through that right leg nice and long. Inhale, fill with breath, and then exhale the knee to the nose, hollow out the belly. Extend it back nice and long. Draw the knee to the nose, hollow out the belly. Extend it back nice and long. Knee to nose, hollow out the belly. Extend it back nice and long. Knee to nose, hollow out the belly. Extend it back nice and long. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale, release the right knee next to the left. Option to move through around a cat and cow here if that feels good in your body. And we return to a nice neutral spine and nice flat back. Step the right leg a little closer to the left. Lengthen the left leg back into space behind us. Square the hips, square the toes. Draw the navel to the spine. Lengthen that right arm forward if it's available to you, finding Chakravartasana or sunbird pose. Lengthening through the fingertips and the heel, through the crown of the head and the tailbone. Drawing the navel to the spine. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale the right hand down. We'll bend the left knee, finding little pulses up with the left foot. Hips stay square. Low belly draws in. Isolating that left glute here. Little imprints of your foot onto the ceiling. 8 more here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the lift. And then we'll take the knee out to the side, finding that fire hydrant. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale the knee to the right wrist. Sweep it up and out. Great big circle in space. Exhale the knee to the right wrist. Sweep it up and out. Exhale the knee to the right wrist. Sweep it up and out. Right wrist. Sweep it up and out. Last time. We'll lengthen back nice and long through the left leg. Square the hips. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale the knee to the nose. Hollow out the belly. Extend the leg back nice and long. Exhale, knee to nose. Hollow out the belly. Extend the leg back nice and long. Exhale, knee to nose. Hollow out the belly. Extend it back nice and long. Exhale, knee to nose. Hollow out the belly. Extend it back nice and long. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale, place the left foot down next to the right. We'll separate the knees nice and wide. Bring the big toes to touch and press it back for Balasana, child's pose. Resting our forehead onto the earth. Connecting with the movement of breath through our body here. Ujjayi pranayama. Audible inhalation and exhalation. On your next inhale, we'll lift the knees. We'll take the left arm and thread it beneath the right. Taking the gaze over the left fingertips, dropping the left side of the head onto the earth. Softening the weight of the body into the left shoulder. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. And then we'll inhale, lift the gaze, unthread the left arm. And on your exhale, we'll thread the right arm beneath the left, flipping the palm to face the sky, dropping the right side of the head towards the earth. Softening the weight of the body into the right shoulder. Soften the space behind the eyes, the jaw, space between the eyebrows. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. And then on your next inhale, we'll unthread the right arm, taking it back to Balasana, child's pose. One more full cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. Remembering that child's pose is available to you at any point during your practice, especially if you feel the need to take rest or deepen your breath. Shouldn't hesitate to find it if it feels good for you. On your next inhale, we're going to bend the knees. Press the seat up and back, finding downward facing dog. We'll begin by pedaling out the knees here, bending one knee nice and deeply, reaching the opposite heel towards the earth. Our fingers are spread wide and moving into the webbing between the thumb and the first finger, all the knuckles in the finger pads. The shoulders are drawing back towards the hips. The ears are releasing to the insides of the biceps. The chest is reaching towards the thighs. The low belly is drawing in. The heels are lengthening down. One at a time here. Pedal out our dog. And as you're ready, we'll extend both heels towards the earth equally if it's in your practice. 3 cycles of breath in downward facing dog. You can always step forward to a forward fold earlier if that's better for you. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. We'll bend the knees deeply, bring the gaze forward, step or float the feet to the hands, and fold into yourself. And we're going to lift up halfway, finding length. And exhale, fold more deeply. Press into the feet, arms reach and rise, lift up and overhead. Seal it into the heart space. Cleansing breath here, inhale. Let it go. Maybe closing the eyes for a moment here. Connecting with the movement of breath through your body. Connecting with your intention for your practice if you set one. Connecting with the ground beneath your feet. The sky above your head, your spine is a conduit for universal energy right here. And then as you're ready, we're going to sweep the arms up and out. And grab onto the left wrist with the right hand, lift up and out of the waist, and then lengthen over to the right. And then we're going to inhale up through center, grab onto the right wrist, take it over to the left. Inhale up through center, interlace the fingers, take it back, little back bend. Press the hips forward, lift the heart, low belly draws in. Inhale, fill with breath, and lift up nice and tall. And then exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Lift up halfway, find light. Exhale, hands come down, step or float the feet back, high plank. And then we'll press it right back to downward facing dog. And then as you're ready, you're going to step the right foot to the inside of the right thumb. Help it if you need to. Stacking the right knee over the ankle. The left heel lifts, the left hamstring lifts. Inhale, fill with breath. And then on your exhale, we'll take the left heel down 45 degrees, finding that heel to heel alignment or a little bit wider. And we're going to rise up to warrior one. Squaring the hips, drawing that left hip forward, that right hip back. Pressing into the outer edge of that left foot, steering the hips forward, drawing the navel in, soften the shoulders. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale, the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, lengthen the fists down as you lift the heart, finding a little back bend here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fill with breath. And then on your exhale, we'll rise up, we'll reach the fingertips up to the sky. And then we'll bring the hands to prayer. We're going to open up the feet a little bit wider, finding warrior two. Finding that heel to arch alignment between the feet, widening the hips up here. So this is an open hip pose versus the closed hip pose of warrior one. Floating the arms forward and back. Gaze is soft over the right fingertips. Breathing here. One more cycle of breath. Inhale. And exhale. And then on your next inhale, we'll flip the front palm. We'll take it back, exalt. Inhale, fill with breath. And exhale the right forearm to the thigh. Sweep the left arm overhead, finding side angle. Draw the heart open. Draw the left shoulder onto the back. Lengthen the tailbone towards the left heel. Navel draws to spine. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. And then I'm going to inhale up, warrior two. I'm going to straighten the front leg. I'm going to reach through the right fingertips until I can't reach any further. And then I'm going to bring my right hand down to a shin, a thigh, a block with the earth. I'm going to lengthen my left arm up towards the sky, finding Utthita Trikonasana. For extended triangle. Draw the navel to the spine, get the low ribs in. Lengthen the tailbone towards the left heel. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. And And on your next inhale, we'll lift up. We'll bend back into the right knee. We'll bring the hands to the hips. We'll step the left foot up to meet the right. Tadasana, mountain pose. Cleansing breath here, inhale. Let it go. So from here, we're going to sweep the arms up and out. We're going to grab onto the left wrist with the right hand, take it up and over to the right. And then we're going to inhale through center, exhale, grab the right wrist, take it over to the left. Inhale up through center, interlace the fingers, take it back, little back bend. Inhale up through center and exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Lift up halfway, find length. And exhale, hands come down, step or float the feet back, high plank, press it back, downward facing dog. One cycle of breath right here, inhale. And exhale. And then on your next inhale, we're going to step the left foot forward to the inside of the left thumb. Help it if you need to. Stack the left knee over the ankle, the right heel lifts, the right hamstring lifts. Inhale, fill with breath. And then on your exhale, we'll take that right heel down 45 degrees. You're gonna rise up, warrior one. Square the hips, pressing into the outer edge of that right foot. Drawing that right hip forward, drawing that left hip back, soften the shoulders. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale, take the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, maybe taking it one digit over so the non-habitual thumb is on top. Lengthen the fist down as you lift the heart. Inhale, fill with breath. Exhale, empty out. And then on your next inhale, we'll lift up nice and tall. We'll reach the arms up towards the sky. And then we're going to exhale the hands to the heart. So you step back nice and long with the right foot. Finding warrior two legs. So float the arms forward and back. Soften the shoulders. Gaze is soft over the left fingertips. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. And then on your next inhale, we'll flip the front palm. We'll take it back, exalt. Lengthen back through the left fingertips. Keep that nice deep bend in the left knee. Lift through the low belly. Lift through the heart. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale, take the left forearm to the thigh. Reach the right arm overhead. Finding side ankle. Soften the right shoulder onto the back. Spiral the heart open. Draw the navel to the spine. Lengthen the tailbone towards the right heel. One more cycle of breath. Inhale. And exhale. And then we're going to inhale up, warrior two. We're going to straighten the left leg, reach through the left fingertips until you can't reach any further. And then bring the left hand down to a shin, a thigh, a block of the earth. Lengthen the right arm up towards the sky, stacking the shoulders, stacking the hips. Draw the navel in, lengthen the tailbone towards the right heel. If the body's all on a single plane here. As if we're pressed between two panes of glass. Just one more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. And then on your next inhale, we'll lift up nice and tall. We'll bend back into the left knee, finding warrior two. We'll bring our hands to our hips, and then we'll step the right foot forward to meet the left. Finding our Tadasana mountain pose. Bring the hands to prayer at heart center. Maybe taking a cleansing breath here. Inhale. Let it go. Returning to that Ujjayi pranayama. Audible inhalation and exhalation. We're going to move into a balanced pose now. So we're going to spread the right toes nice and wide. Rooting through all four corners of the right foot, we're going to lift the left foot up to a kickstand at the ankle, to the inside of the calf. You're welcome to draw it up to the inside of the thigh if it's in your practice. Pressing the foot into the leg into the foot. Maybe flowering the arms open. Softening the shoulders away from the ears. Breathing here in our tree pose. Focused on our drishti. The point in front of us that's not moving. Help us with our balance. Just 3 more cycles of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale the hands to the heart. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale, release the left foot down next to the right. Shake it out. Move those hips from side to side a little bit. And we'll move through a half sun salute just to reset before the second side. Sweep the arms up and out. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Lift up halfway, find length. Exhale, fold more deeply. Press into the feet, arms reach and rise, lift up and overhead. Seal them into the heart space. Cleansing breath here, inhale. Let it go. So returning to that Ujjayi pranayama, we're going to root through the left foot, all 4 corners of the foot, root into the earth. Bring the right foot to a kickstand at the ankle, to the inside of the calf, or draw it up to the inside of the thigh. Keep the hips squaring forward. Pressing into the leg as the leg presses back into the foot. Option to flower the arms open here. Soften the shoulders, lengthen the tailbone down, draw the navel up and in, lift through the heart, beautiful. Just 3 cycles of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale the hands to the heart. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale, release the right foot down next to the left. Take the hips from side to side. Dance it out a little bit. And then we're going to sweep the arms up and out. We're going to exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. We're going to lift up halfway, finding length. And then exhale, hands come down, step or float the feet back, high plank. Press it back, downward facing dog. 1 cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fill with breath. And then on your exhale, we'll release the knees to the earth. We'll walk the hands back towards the toes. Coming to sit on the heels here, bringing the hands onto the lap, sitting up nice and tall. Maybe closing our eyes here. Connecting with our intention for our practice if we set one. Connecting with the movement of breath through our body. Sky above our head, earth beneath our seat. Spine is a conduit for universal energy here. And then we'll drop the chin to the chest. We'll inhale the breath up behind the eyes. On an exhale, we'll allow the eyes to flutter open softly. Letting the light meet the eyes, soft and liquid like without reaching or grasping to see anything. And then we're going to lift the gaze into the space. We're going to take the seat to the left as we extend the legs forward. Moving any fleshy parts away from the seat, really grounding down through the hips and the thighs. And then we're going to plant our hands next to the body, fingertips face the toes. Pressing into the 4 corners of the hands as you lift the heart. Draw the navel to the spine, lift through the crown of the head, finding all this lift through the upper body. As if the seat could just float off the earth here. Flexing the toes back towards the face, activating the hamstrings, activating the quads here. Super active in this seated pose, the Skandasana staff pose. 1 more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. And then on your next inhale, keeping all that lift through the upper body, we're going to sweep the arms up. And then we're going to exhale, fold forward towards the toes. Grabbing on for wherever you can grab on for. If it's the toes, that's great. If it's the ankles or the calves, that's just fine too. The backs of the knees or the backs of the thighs. It's any place where you can find a long, luminous spine here. Soften the heart space down. Draw the navel to the spine. Release the head and the neck. Just breathing here for 3 cycles of breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, we'll rise up. We'll bring the soles of the feet together and nestle them in nice and close to the body. Bring the sits bones in nice and close to the heels. Finding this nice butterfly kind of pose here. And then we're going to wrap our fingers around our big toes. And maybe open the feet up like a book. We'll lift and lengthen through the crown of the head, pressing the feet together, lengthening the inner thighs away from each other, pressing the knees out towards the sides of the room. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale, fold forward. If there's space available to you, bringing the elbows to the insides of the thighs. Gently guiding the inner thighs down towards the earth as you fold forward. Soften the heart space. The low belly draws in. Head and neck release. 3 more cycles of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, we'll lift up nice and tall. We'll slide the feet about 18 inches from the body, making a nice wide diamond with the legs. And then we'll take the hands, thread them beneath the shins, and then we'll wrap them over the tops of the feet. Letting the spine drape like a rainbow, letting the head and the neck release, the belly be soft. Everything lets go here. Nice restorative forward fold, Tara Asana. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. And then on your next inhale, we'll lift the gaze. We'll walk the feet back in closer to us. And then we'll hinge back onto the sits bones as we lift the feet off the earth, bringing the fingertips to Gyan Mudra. The thumb and the first finger come together beneath the shins. Lift the heart, lengthen the tailbone down, low belly draws in, shoulders soft. One more cycle of breath right here in our seated balance. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fill with breath. And then exhale, release the feet down, draw the knees together, scooch down, making some space behind you on your mat. And then grab behind the inner thighs as you roll down onto the mat, hugging the knees into the chest, rocking a little side to side. Maybe taking the knees out further over the hips, targeting the low back a little bit more. Maybe drawing circles in one direction with the knees, or serpentining the knees in one direction and then the other. Finding what feels good in your body. And then as you're ready, if you'd like, you're welcome to take the arms out to a T, palms facing up. Drop the knees over to the left side of the body as the gaze comes over the right shoulder. Finding a twist. Soften the right shoulder down. One more cycle of breath. Inhale. And exhale. And then we'll inhale the knees to center, the gaze to center. We'll drop the knees over to the right side of the body. The gaze will come over the left shoulder. Soften the left shoulder towards the earth. Soften the thighs towards the mat. Feel this twist through the core. One more cycle of breath right here. Inhale. And exhale. And then we'll inhale the knees to center, the gaze to center. Maybe taking happy baby here if that feels good in your body, grabbing onto the soles of the feet, the backs of the shins, letting the tailbone long onto the earth. One more cycle of breath right here. And then drawing the soles of the feet together, hugging them in towards the body for one last inner thigh and groin stretch if it feels good for you. And then keeping the soles of the feet pressing together as the knees splay open east and west, nestling the shoulder blades under the back, bringing the left hand to the heart, the right hand to the belly. Softly closing the eyes here. Taking a few deep, conscious breaths. Perhaps the deepest, most conscious breaths of your day thus far. And as you're ready, if you'd like, you're welcome to extend your legs out long towards the corners of the mat. Allowing the feet to flop open. Steady the arms by the sides of the body, palms facing up. Setting up in whatever way is most comfortable for you. Settle in for final relaxation. So beginning to deepen the breath. Bringing awareness back to the breath. Bringing awareness back to the physical body. Whatever way makes sense for you, wiggling the fingers or the toes. Turning the head from side to side. Only if it feels good for you, stretching your arms overhead and your toes or your heels towards the front of the room for a full body stretch to reawaken to the space. Before drawing your knees into your chest, giving yourself a great big hug. Before rolling onto the right side of the body to pause in the fetal position. Taking a moment to notice how you feel here. Without judgment, just notice. And as you're ready, if you'd like, you're welcome to press yourself up to a seated position. Stacking the head, neck, and trunk in a long vertical line and contact here between heaven and earth. Bring our hands to heart center in prayer, bowing our rational mind towards our loving, compassionate heart. Thanking ourselves for coming to our mats, for taking care of ourselves. Perhaps recalling our intention for our day, for our practice, seeing if we can carry some piece of that into our day. I'd like to seal the space with the sound of one Om. Inhaling deeply. Loka, Samastas, Bhavantu, may all beings everywhere be happy and free. May the words, thoughts, and actions of my own life in some way contribute to that happiness and that freedom for all. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful practice with me this morning, Sherry. Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're wonderful.
Oh, I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
Day.
Yeah, it was the perfect amount of time for me too, because I was like getting a little lightheaded at the end there. So I think it was perfect.
Good.
So
Good.
feels
I'm
good.
glad that you got to exercise too.
Yeah, totally.
I felt so bad with all your stuff going on.
Right.
Yes.
It's all good.
Well, have a good week, and I'll see you next week.
All right, sounds good, Sherry. Looking forward to
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody. That was a gentle yoga flow with Karis, Clean Life with Karis. Check it out. Check out my other videos. Love you guys. Bye.